morning. Grab your coffee, grab a seat, grab some quietness. We're about to get started. Good morning. My name is Lisa Davis. I will be your MC today. Welcome to 1 Million Cups, Metro Detroit. Woo! Thank you for joining us this morning. We know it's early. We are happy that you're here. We're happy that you're telling other people because we do see some new faces in the room. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. So welcome to 1 Million Cups, where we like to educate, inspire, and connect entrepreneurs. This community has grown so remarkably over the last year, where we started with just a few people, and now we've got all these people, and as you can see from all the conversation, people are becoming friends, or at least getting into each other's business enough that we've got things to talk about every single Wednesday morning. So thank you for coming. How do I go to the next slide? You want me to take the clicker? Tell me. Okay, oh, right away, huh? There is an iPad floating around. We lost it last week. I refuse to be the MC in charge when we lose an iPad this week. We will not lose the iPad. If you see an iPad, oh my God, let's crack it. Fill it out and pass it on. You got one job. Everybody in here has one job. Fill out the iPad and pass it on. Don't ask them if they want it. Give it to them. They will figure it out. Make sure it keeps moving. Okay? That's what you gotta do. That's your job. Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. Did I go backwards?
It did. Push the wrong way. There we go.
So, 1 Million Cups. This program, I do love this program. So this is an awesome program, and it's through the Kaufman Foundation. 1 Million Cups is basically a great theory where every single Wednesday morning across this country in 113 communities, entrepreneurs are coming together to share a cup of coffee around 8:30 in the morning to talk about their business, building community, and having support, being supported through their community. I think it's a great idea. It's worked great here, made some great connections, and we've seen businesses thrive. We've seen people with ideas start their business. We've seen some people go out of business, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So 1 Million Cups is a great place. It's a free nationwide program that provides ideas, connections, and tools to help businesses with the challenges that they're facing at that time. So, so if this is your first time here, we want to say welcome, raise your hand, and stand up. Get up out your seat. Who's the first timer here? At church, after everything is all over, go up to them, introduce yourself to them, ask them what they do, fellowship a little bit, find the newbie, and let them feel welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We are so excited you're here, and we hope you come back again soon. Thank you. So, any past presenters here? Get up. The ones that's already up, shake it a little bit so people can identify you. People that have already presented. If you're thinking about presenting, see these things, get back up. I'm not finished with y'all. You see these people standing, they have already walked through the sands of speaking. So if you have questions or you're nervous about it or you're thinking about presenting but you're not too sure, ask them. They've already gone through it, they've made great connections, and they keep coming back, so obviously it's not that bad. So if you're thinking about being a presenter and you want to get some ideas, talk to them or talk to an organizer. All right, thank you, y'all. Hey. And then there's organizers. So I'm an organizer. All organizers, if you guys can stand up or shake a little bit if you're already standing, so you can be different and identify. These are the people that get together. Once a week we meet, but organizers are the volunteers that come together to make sure this happens every week for you. We find and hunt down people to sponsor coffee. We find and hunt down people to make sure that the tables are arranged. We make sure that people are presenting. We be hunting y'all presenters down because y'all sign up and then we can't find you anymore. So we coach the presenters. We have MCs that are volunteers. So if you're thinking about being an organizer and you want to volunteer, please see one of us. We can use more organizers. to help put this event on, because it doesn't just happen by itself, and it's a volunteer effort about 5 hours a week. So if something you think you want to do, please come on up and try to sign up and become that. Yep. So yeah, let's go to the next slide. Maybe even a clicker person we might need.
There we go. See, there we go.
So Incubizo, this wonderful facility that we're at is called Incubizo. If this is your first time here, this is a co-working space, and I think co-working spaces are great for small businesses to get going. And so if you want to know more about Incubizo, what support services and resources they offer, please scan the QR codes, follow them, get the newsletter, learn more. They've got mailboxes, they've got flexible co-working spaces, conference room, private suites, and all of that. So please, scan the QR code and follow up with them if you've got questions. Don't be looking at me like that, Duracell. So, upcoming presenters, these are the people that are going to be speaking in the future. If you want to be a presenter, please sign up or let somebody know. We need a presenter October 15th and 22nd. Healing Hands is coming up, Startup Space. We don't expect you to memorize this. September 10th. That's today.
It is.
They're not here.
Ignore
Anyways, so do you want to be a coffee sponsor? The big thing that this is built around is having a cup of coffee. We need coffee sponsors, right? So we have people that sponsor the coffee, and we're going to have our coffee sponsor speak today. And the benefit of being a coffee sponsor is at that time you can pitch your business. When you're a presenter, you don't pitch. When you're a coffee sponsor, you can talk about your business. You can talk about it for 3 minutes, 3 slides, right? And very briefly, but you can let people know what your business is, the importance of it, and what, whatever you want to say about it. So as a coffee sponsor, you bring in wonderful coffee, maybe some treats, but you plan for 60 people. So if you think you want to be a coffee sponsor and you want to kind of brand or sponsor the event one Wednesday morning, see me, see somebody, see us. We need coffee every week. You can sign up. Or you can go somewhere on here and email DetroitMetro at 1 Million Cups and sign up to be a coffee sponsor. Look at Jasmine. Oh, that's our coffee sponsor today. Come on, Jasmine. Talk to the chamber. I love her. See, Jasmine. Thank you for sponsoring our coffee.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Patton. Hi. I know some of your faces. Okay. I'm the Executive Director for the Southwood Area Chamber of Commerce, and we're so excited to be here. We worked in partnership with several of the partners from Oakland Drive. We love Incubizo and the team here, and I just want to do a couple of things. I'll be very brief. How many of you are members of your local Chamber of Commerce? Oh, I'm so proud of you. Okay. Well, thank you for supporting your chamber. How many of you know what a chamber is? Okay, so I don't have to give my speech to tell you what a chamber is then. So we're located right on Civic Center Drive. We have some exciting events coming up. One of the reasons we like to do things like this is to get outside of Southfields. We are in the center of it all, but we love to partner. It's really important for us to partner. Thanks, Daryl. Really important for us to partner and engage with our neighbors. So we love to do neighbor networking. And one of the events that we have coming up, we are hosting a breakfast with Mayor Duggan. This event is being hosted through our Economic Development Committee, and it's coming up actually next week, and today's the last day to register. So we wanted to make sure we gave you all an opportunity. Mayor Duggan obviously represents the city of Detroit, but we know that it's really important for us to know what's happening next door and to build economic commerce and connecting and hearing what's taking place, what developments are happening, what's important for your business and what you should know, what trends are taking place as well. So we encourage you to stay connected. If you're able to attend, we would love to have you. That's the end of my presentation. So thank you for, oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. I do want to acknowledge Marsha. Marsha, stand up. I know you don't want to. Marsha is our Director of Community Engagement at the Chamber. So if you have questions about our Chamber, any upcoming events, we just had the save the date come out for October 30th. We're hosting a bowling bash. That bowling bash is going to be inside of the Mint, which is connected to Michigan First Credit Union. I bet you didn't know there's a private bowling alley underneath the credit union
Oh, wow,
that you
that's
can come
cool.
to and network and get to know. I'm also going to shout out Lisa. Lisa, you didn't know this, but Lisa, you stand up. Lisa has over 30 years with Michigan Works in Southfield. She's also with Oakland 80, so she works for the county. She's a great resource too, and we're lucky to have her in connection with the chamber. So thank you for your time, and please come over and introduce yourselves to us.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, scan the QR code. If you're interested, we're gonna be clicking the screen in 1 second. I wanna say hello to the people online. We do have an online community.
Zoom
people
and-
on Zoom and
and
people on
YouTube.
YouTube. So we've had people watching us on Zoom and get out the house and come up here and come to join because they got so engaged from watching it on Zoom. So if you're not able to come, turn it on Zoom or YouTube or something.
And tell others about it.
And tell others about it. We gotta say this again, they're ready to present. So if you're ready to present, right, because that's what keeps us going. If we don't have presenters, then this shuts down. Okay, so y'all gotta come on and present. Tell us about your business. We need you to tell us about your business so that you can have the community support whatever pain point you're facing. Pitching is not hard, and it's not about, not pitching, it's not a pitch. Presenting is not hard, and it's not a pitch. More so, it is about who you are, why you started your business, the things that you've tried to do, the place that you got stuck, and what you need your community to help you solve and resolve for your business to move it forward. So if you have a business, if it doesn't seem to be moving forward, or you keep hitting the same pain point over and over and over, and you want to get some help, there are so many people here, from legal to compliance to sales to marketing to everything. All types of resources, and you won't know until you present, and then they offer you some help, and they'll be able to help you, and then you'll be able to find people that can help you with the resources that you need. So, yeah. So our first presenter today is LogicFlow's solution. So would you like to come up, LogicFlow Solution R? This make it go that way. This make it go that to, and you point at Tony.
That's perfect, right there. Right there, yes. All right.
Okay, LogicFlow Solutions, it's
Pull your mic up.
can you hear me?
Perfect, yeah.
I'm presenting my business, LogicFlow Solutions. Who am I? I have 30 years of experience in my education. I'm a mechanical engineer, specializing in automation of manufacturing process design, and I work for different companies, for Siemens, for General Motors, for Autodesk, and semiconductor companies. Doing software development for machine control, process control, enterprise software development, and so on. What do we do? We provide no-code solution for machine control, and leverage advanced artificial intelligence to optimize, as you can hear. Located in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and our team is dedicated to providing best solutions for the industry. Should I first explain what machine control is? Let's start with explaining what machine control is. What is machine control? Every consumer product or industrial product has built-in microprocessor or controlled by a computer. And you need to write the computer code to make sure that it works properly. Let's take a look at the toaster. So we have a toaster, very simple device, but the modern toasters all have built-in microprocessor. So what you see here is the flowchart describing how it's supposed to function. And this is a pretty much simplified representation of the toaster. The flowchart doesn't capture situations where, for example, what if heating element stopped working? Or what if a piece of bread is stuck and heating element is still working? It can cause a fire. So you need to alert the bell alarm to alert user that possible catastrophes on the horizon. And we are looking at the implementation of the diagram with all the details. We're talking about, let's say, 1,000 lines of computer code. And realistically, good developer can write maximum 20 lines of debugged and quality assured computer code a day. Which means it's a minimum 100 days of computer code, writing computer code, just to make toaster work. And now, let's take a look at this environment we see here. It's assembly conveyor, automotive assembly conveyor. It's a real assembly conveyor. So we have here robots. Inside, a robot is controlled by a controller, which runs computer code. There are conveyors. Conveyors can be controlled by controller. And controller also control conveyor controlling robot and conveyor, computer controlling conveyor. So we have multiple layers of computers talking to each other, moving things around and so on. And rough estimate of number of lines of computer code written here, it's about 50 million. 50 million lines of computer code, which can be translated into about 2,000 man-years. 2,000 man-years just to make one shop floor work. As a result of that, it is very difficult to write the computer code, and it is very difficult to make sure that it works properly. And if you control real hardware, what happens if you have an accident? For example, a car runs into a tree, or a robot hits a fixture. It now costs you hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to make sure that it works properly. And the best way to do it, to make sure that it works properly, to simulate behavior of the system in virtual environment. For a virtual environment is a video game-like environment where you can see how the system will behave based on your requirements. You specify requirements, you write a computer code which would make virtual environment work the same way you think the system should work. And then you can change it. So now we simulated the entire process, we simulated the entire line. And now we need to start generating code, or start writing computer code for the real world. The problem is that now we have two sets of computer code, one to move virtual environment and one to move physical environment. How do we know if it will work the same way? So sometimes you simulate it in a virtual environment, you move into physical environment, it doesn't work. And you have a car run into a tree, or a robot hitting a fixture, or you still lose a lot of money. So, how I started my business? While working on machine control software, process control software, I discovered there was a lot of interaction between people who are designing system behavior first and people who are coding system behavior. So I think the system should work like that, like a toaster is supposed to work. And then I go the coders and coders implement it. It will go back and forth. So I thought, let's eliminate the middleman. Let's create a system where you can describe how your system is supposed to work, and we'll take it and we'll start controlling the environment using our software. So this is our product, LogicFlow. What LogicFlow can do, you describe how a system is supposed to behave. We'll create a control model, and the control model will control your either physical or virtual environment. And it is the same control model. You don't have to write the code twice. You just need to describe what you want to do. And
and we'll take care of the rest. And we thought that you described, we go and make it work, but it turns out that small companies, which we are our target market, they don't have any expertise in creating a virtual environment. And the virtual environments are also very expensive. Some of the virtual are very expensive. And why? It is very difficult to create a virtual environment. Imagine you need to create the entire thing. That's all a virtual environment. So you have robots. Robots have kinematics. It's pretty complex math. Then you have to have a physics engine, which takes into account inertia. Well, what happens if you drop a ball on the floor? It's supposed to behave in a certain way. Then human behavior. Humans perform motions in a certain way. I want to reach this point like that, not like that. And when you can simulate not only robots, but also humans. People don't have the expertise. Because they're small companies, the expertise is expensive. And we decided to modify our product. What we do, we help people with creation of virtual environment. We'll help them, we'll guide them through how to create virtual environment, mathematical packages you can take, and how you build it, what components, how much it will cost you, and so on. Who is our target market? Our target market are small and mid-sized manufacturing companies. People who create manufacturing processes, automotive, consumer product, aerospace industry. Our key challenges. Our key challenges are, it's the nature of AI. In order to properly handle data, we need to ingest more data. We need more people to work with, we need more data. And having proprietary data. There are proprietary enterprise information, and we'll have to be very careful not to disclose the information to the rest of the world. That's pretty much it. Sorry, it was short.
Thank you. Okay, so let me just pull it back, right? You did good. Get up, come on. Come on. Arkady. Over here, Arkady. Over here. We got people looking at you here, and there. Okay? So, it is a logistics model that does processes through AI.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so, and LogicFlow solutions, right?
Go back.
So,
There we go.
what you're saying is that your key challenges are you need more data, and you have handling proprietary data. Those are the challenges that you found out. Did you do anything that you said that you tried that didn't work? What you've tried are conversations with virtual environment vendors, partner outreach, and working on demo for target market, and you need help doing, come on.
Backwards.
We need help
There you go.
What's the
obtaining more
question?
data.
Here we go. Yep.
That's the question?
Yep.
So the question is, how do you get more data?
We need more data, but it's a chicken and egg. We need more customers to get more data to teach our system.
And how do you get more customers? Okay, so y'all come on over here.
We just talking to different vendors of virtual environment, talking to manufacturing companies, and trying to show our capabilities and to convince them that to work with us.
There we go.
When I think about what you're doing, as I look at LogicFlow and I understand it, that killed my grade point average in college, trying to code. But what I wanted to say is I like the idea, because if you can eliminate having to write thousands and thousands of lines of code.
Millions.
Maybe hundreds of millions, depending on the product, right?
Yes.
What does that do for the cost of a particular product or cost for an organization?
I don't think it will may decrease cost of product development, definitely.
Okay.
It will significantly accelerate cost of product development.
Okay.
And also it will introduce innovation because of the cost. A lot of companies are still using 20, 30-year-old code.
Gotcha.
You'll be surprised how old is the code running inside your vehicle or running inside your coffee machine. And people are afraid of changing the code because it is very expensive. They cannot afford optimization, process optimizations because of that. Because if you do process optimization, you may run into unpredictable situations and so on. So we are trying to simplify the entire and accelerate the entire process development.
Awesome. So that should be your message to people that you talk to is, hey, we found a way, we found a proprietary way, it sounds like, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That you can help them to reduce cost and speed time for product development. That translates into sometimes millions of dollars of savings. That's the message, and that's something as you kind of develop your sales flow and you think about the messaging, that really should be in your messaging to help get people's attention. And I guarantee you, when you tell them you're going to save them millions of dollars and millions of man hours of time, to develop a product, that's going to get people's attention. And also, I did notice you're working on a demo. Find some companies that are willing to say, hey, I need a guinea pig. Can I come in and can I do maybe an engagement for you for free just to demonstrate what we do? So there's a couple ideas.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations for starting.
Thank you.
I can clearly see that you are a technician turned business owner.
Yes.
And I was there in the organization just about 15 years ago. So to give you a kind of a little bit of an encouragement here is number one, I would highly recommend you to read the book called E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber.
Okay.
Without that book, you will expedite your progress quickly. Now, coming back to your key challenges, we need more data. I'm assuming it's a data, not like a document or Excel files.
Could be documented like
It could be that too.
Yes.
But using AI, I've already seen that you are using the pictures generated by AI. But why can't you use the AI to generate the massive amount of data that you need in order to test?
We tried it, didn't work. AI doesn't generate, it can generate some of the data, but a lot of the data is specific to the process and product, and so AI simply doesn't have the information.
Okay, so that's one idea. Handling the proprietary data, I don't know what it means, the challenge.
It means that I'm an enterprise. I'm manufacturing cars, and I'm Ford. I don't want the information, proprietary information I'm using for process design to be exposed to Toyota.
And you have to put the guardrails.
I have to put a guardrails, yes, and not only process design, also in product design.
No. So I would think that that's a technical challenge,
So it's
opposed to a business challenge.
It's a technical challenge, yes.
Okay.
And we have a solution. We haven't implemented it yet.
Okay. So that's not really a challenge then.
It takes a long time to implement it. It's very expensive to make it work, so that's why it's a challenge.
Okay, but I hope I helped you with that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Joe McCauley from Aventura Business Consulting. Great presentation. I love to hear presentations from people that are way smarter than I am. And they do things that I don't do. So it's really, really interesting. And it seems to fall into the AI world these days, which is let's try to make things easier by utilizing computer systems to get information and to make organizations grow. So what you're doing, I think, is a great thing. We just need to help you find the manufacturing firms. But you did also talk about another application as we were just meeting in the morning, and you're talking about on the healthcare side. So these applications can be utilized in a variety of different environments. It doesn't have to be just a complex manufacturing environment. It's more of a, every company, every organization has particular processes that they look at, and they need to improve those processes, and they need to make sure that if they implement new processes, they're being done properly. So I think you have this great opportunity to kind of, I don't want to say dumb it down, to work with organizations on processes that may not be just manufacturing. So can you just talk to that just for a second?
Yes, any process you can describe and you have a need to simulate, we can convert it into a control model and connect it to virtual environment. It will help you create virtual environment. Could be medical, legal, or any process. As long as you can describe it and we can create appropriate connector to your world, we should be okay simulating and implementing.
We got 3 more minutes.
Good morning.
Speakers, that's it. Come on.
My name is Chris Dashinsky. Question for the more data. You're talking about are you looking for legacy legacy languages like Fortran, COBOL?
No, just process description, any kind of code. Sure, process documentation, how it's happening, CAD data, and any kind of data which is used in process creation, manufacturing process creation.
Okay, so the one thing I had for you was, I remember in high school I went to a program for coding for legacy languages, COBOL, Fortran, where companies, it was too expensive to upgrade to new languages, so they were operating the old stuff. So think about when we go to the bank, you see the green screen, the blue screen, and you're like, what is this? This is 2025. Yeah, I believe that's what you're talking about. So there's high school programs where they teach students on these languages, and then they may be able to connect you with. So there, I know Sterling Heights has one. It's called the Career Tech Center. I know there's a whole bunch throughout the area.
Okay.
So that might be an idea for you.
Sure, thank you.
I'll be quick. Margaret Stevens. I will say, I'm more so working with teachers and things of that nature. And so when you talk about being more data, you talk about being more customers. I would say like going to events such as in May, Detroit had an event called Automate, and there were lots of different companies that are talking about just what you were talking about, AI, robots, manufacturing. So think about going to different events that will target that specific market that you're looking for, like Automate and things of that nature.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, I'm Eva. I'm a recovering automotive engineer. I think that it's not just that you need more data that means something to your
That's correct.
So getting data in general is really helpful. It's not a sustainable long-term business model, but talking to a tier 3 or a tier 2 in this area and maybe making some sort of partnership agreement for you to go in and measure things and collect the data that you need to help them measure efficiency, and then charging them based on the efficiencies that you're able to provide for them gives you the data that you need. It validates your model and your process. It gives you legitimacy. And then you've also got a tier 3 that's going to be able to pass cost savings along their supply chain. And it may even lead to an exit strategy for your company, because that's how the automotive companies higher up the food chain, they see value in what you do.
Oh, yeah, that was the original plan, but I was super busy on the technical side. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, so did you complete that up
Thank you, yes.
there? Yeah, so a couple of things you might be able to implement.
Some of the things, yes.
One in general?
In general.
One, well, I think you got some good help today. I was
Yes,
thinking
thank
that.
you.
So thank you. Our next presenter is, any mics?
Here we go.
InspireHER. Sylvia, would you like to come up, please? Hey.
There you go.
Point it at Tony. Tony.
Hi.
and someone actually told me to point something at. Hello everyone, I'm Sylvia Daniels Ray with InspireHER Community Development Corporation. I have to tell you, this is such a wonderful experience, and I thank you so much, Oakland Thrive, 1 Million Cups, for this opportunity. Thank you. Woo-hoo. So, InspireHER Community Development Corporation. I am the president and CEO of InspireHER. Before I get into InspireHER, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about me. I like to describe myself in the being and the doing. So being, I am a wife of an amazing educator. I am the mother of the amazing Daniels 3. I am a puppy mom of a very loud but very cute Maltese named Nari. I am a 25-year veteran, if you will, in the area of supplier diversity and inclusion, and I am a nonprofit leader. So InspireHER is a nonprofit 501c3 based in Oakland County, and what we do is we empower women. Any women in the house? And then you can clap for us too, because when we are empowered, you are as well, hallelujah. But what we do is we empower women through wraparound services, which I'll talk to you a little bit about in a moment. So let me tell you a little bit about why we do what we do. This is what we address. When I started InspireHER, it was an outpour of a conference that I have that's called the Unstoppable Conference. And what I heard from women is, Sylvia, this is great, lovely conference. What happens next? I need connection. So if you know anything about nonprofits solve problems. So I had to get to what are we trying to solve? And when I started digging deeper, it was really shocking for me. I don't know if you know this, but 59% of women report being socially isolated and alone. 59%. And when you dive deeper, when you look at mothers, 62% of mothers report feeling isolated and alone. When you look at children, young adults, 79% of our children are reporting, young adults are reporting feeling isolated and alone. Specifically, 79% are reporting feeling socially alone. When you look at them in isolation, 42% of them are saying that they're isolated from each other. That is crazy when you think about how socially connected we are, social media and so forth. So we are having people that are present, but alone. So you might say that's not a big deal. You know, people are, you sit next to each other, but let me tell you a little bit about what that means. When a person is isolated and alone, there is a health and mental health impact. For example, people that are socially alone, they have higher incidences of cardiovascular issues, higher incidences of stroke. There are weight gain issues. There's so much that happens with that mental health, higher incidences of anxiety and depression. And unfortunately, people take their lives at a higher rate when they're isolated and alone, okay? When you look at communities are not as safe when people feel isolated and alone, and you can think about things that are happening in our world because people are not properly connected. And then business owners in the house, no resources, you're isolated from resources, your business cannot grow without the right connections. So social isolation and loneliness is a significant issue, and that's what InspireHER seeks to address. I did it. So how we help our community. I want to start here looking at our wraparound services. We do this through several areas: our health pillar, our personal development pillar, which right now we've launched a program called Wise Women in Wealth, which is a 4-series financial education program that is culturally appropriate. So people learn, they have fun, and they connect. And we also have another program called Girl Talk, Books, Tips, and Sips, which sounds fun, but we also address isolation, we address mental health and other issues, mindfulness. We have a pillar on mentorship, women in commerce. The supplier diversity professional could not address that. We have a pillar under scholarship, and everything we do is through community and partnership. And then, so we think about the benefits. What's the benefits of our work? As individuals are socially connected, they have an increased likelihood of survival at 50%. Being connected increases your life length by 50%. Think about that. It helps communities thrive. And finally, women business owners, again in the house, as we are connected to resources, our businesses thrive and grow. So that's the benefit of what we do. Our biggest challenges, and I always laugh when I think about this first one, you'll find out why. Limited marketing, advertising, social media, and communications expertise. It really limits our ability to get the word out. We have a need for stronger connections with institutions that support and prioritize women's empowerment. And then finally, engaging business leaders who are active in community initiatives, and I'll share a little bit about that, but it'll help to expand our partnerships and our influence. What we've tried so far. The reason why I was laughing is because all the marketing, all the media, all the social media, all of that is handled by me, the Chief Everything Officer. And I am not an expert in that space at all. I admit it, you all. So that's an area of a challenge. What I've tried so far is I've tried to manage all the accounts, but being a CEO, Chief Everything Officer, doesn't allow you to do the things you really need to be focused on. Direct outreach to organizations through general inboxes. Everybody know the code word for that is cold call. So having warm connections is an opportunity. And then social media call for members, board members, and discussions within immediate circles. What we found there is there's a lot of interest, but typically what they're looking for is more advisory roles versus strategic direction, and as I like to say, boots on the ground and hands in the work. So that's what we tried so far. Oops, point it this way, got it. Lessons learned. Well, we need expertise in the space of communications. And so that's what we know we need. And as we grow, we want to be able to bring a person in full time. But right now what we need are volunteers that can support us in our messaging, because that'll help us to increase our outreach to women. And then strong partnerships. So pathways, being able to connect with people that have that same passion for women's empowerment and are interested in giving those warm connections would be really helpful to us. And then finally, a refined board recruitment process will help us with our results. Again, people that want to get their hands dirty, get into the strategy, and helping us to grow into those other pillars. I think I've said all of that here. And I'll focus here on the last piece, which is the areas of support as far as board recruitment. We're really looking for people that have a expertise in grant writing, legal, and accounting backgrounds. That would be really helpful to us. But also, as we look at those connections again, organizations that really value women's empowerment, being able to get connected to them would be helpful from this group. And then finally, volunteers, any communications people in the house, we would love to talk to you if you're interested in helping us grow and move forward. So again, I'm Sylvia Daniels, right? Thank you. Everybody come up here, right here, and line up. Come on, quick. And I think we have you right here. Am I in the right place?
Hi, Gorgeous. How are you? My name is Quinn. Nice to meet you. So I have a lot of different resources for you.
Hold the mic up so we can hear you. Can't hear you. There we go.
I have a lot of different resources for you. Okay. I have media teams. I have a nonprofit organization that is also into women empowerment. I'm a grant writer. I'm a project manager. Connect with me. Okay?
Yes, I
have some
will.
stuff for you.
Thank you so much. I love her energy too.
You have great energy as well.
Thank you.
Hello, Sylvia. I am Daryl with First Hill Marketing. You came to the right place. You're already doing so good by making those warm connections. This is your first time here.
Yes.
And there's so many testimonies about how much can come from community. So great start on that. In terms of marketing, there's so much you can do. I'd love to give you a business card and talk afterwards.
Yes.
Things like having a Google business listing, and even specifically your social media, having more reels, having more visual with motion assets to show what really the depth of InspireHER is. Having more of that, and I know I see you doing, I checked your Instagram. You just need a push, you know, there's really no advice, you need help. And having something to give on a frequent basis, wink, wink, you know, having a weekly strategy, monthly strategy, bi-weekly, anything, talking about what you just told us to really inspire women, and having even more of a personal testimony. Versus, and you're doing great with the statistics. You know, math and facts are very important, but what does it mean to you? You know, how has it helped you? How has it changed your life? You know, maybe even start a tearjerker, start crying, you know.
It's an ugly cry, it's not gonna work.
Sylvia, it's good meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Lisa Stein.
Hello.
I'm a lawyer and grant writer.
Wonderful.
Actually, was headed up here before you said you needed a grant writer. I have other advice for you. I wrote on the back of my card here, Foundation Directory Online. This is a resource that you can look at foundations that function in the areas that you're functioning in, not just to see what kind of grants they're offering, but to network with them. They have LinkedIn links. You can network with people, use the LinkedIn links to network with the people, to form partnerships with these organizations, and they'll introduce you to other organizations who are doing the kinds of work that you want to be doing that's complementary, and where you can build partnerships and developing programming. And it talks at length about who they've donated to and what those organizations do too. So it's all an amazing research resource for who you might want to collaborate with.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and then phone calls over emails.
Phone calls over emails, yes.
I do both,
Okay.
but people who are busy just don't have time for emails. But if you call and you say, I need to talk to this person about this, the person you are talking to, the person who answers the phone, connect with that person and make them enthusiastic about you. And then they'll want to pass your name on to the next person.
Thank you so much. That's good advice. I appreciate it. I'll shake your hand. You can keep the microphone. Thank you, Lisa.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I have a marketing consultancy, and I heard you talk about tactics and channels that you're on from a marketing standpoint. One of the things
Just speak up just a little bit.
Okay, one of the things that really burns out founders is what I call the tactic trap, which is doing every social media channel and all of these things and not fully understanding if that's where their customers are, how it impacts them, and if they're even saying what they want to hear on that channel, right? And so it's important to start with a strategy upstream before you even get to the tactics, really understanding the pain points, again, what they want to hear if you're on that channel in your own voice, right? The gentleman talked about having statistics, but having that personal, you know, engagement. And so that's really important. And so what I will do, we have a purpose-driven marketing agency, and we do 5% of our hours for the year to use towards businesses and to, you know, volunteer our services. And so let's talk afterwards, because we have hours. And so what I'll do is I'll go through and do a brand and communications audit and see where you are. And then we'll allot hours from there, and we'll kind of get you started with a strategy, and you can go from there. And then also for board positions, you can put a job request on LinkedIn. That's not what it's called, but you can put an application out there, come up with a description of what you're looking for, and put it out there, and you can apply. And so streamlining that process will give you some time to get back.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I have a nonprofit consulting firm, but we're sitting by each give you my card later. But the one thing I was actually gonna say with LinkedIn is LinkedIn for Nonprofits also does free board advertisements. So you can actually advertise through LinkedIn and be able to target what your specific needs are. Because I hear you, like sometimes it's just not a good fit. But yeah, you can target it a little bit better and it automates it a little, and that's LinkedIn for Nonprofits specifically has a thing where
I didn't know there was a LinkedIn for nonprofits.
yeah, it's a whole arm that they have, so we can talk more about it. But
Wonderful, thank you so
the
much.
presentation was great.
Thank you.
I didn't know that was a thing either. I'll write that down. Hi, I'm Tanisha Molden. So I'm an attorney and also happen to be the president of the National Association of Women Business Owners, the Greater Detroit. So I would love to talk to you more about that in partnership because we like to partner with other organizations, and I think your mission totally aligns with what we do with empowering women and women business owners. So I definitely want to talk to you and support you with that and see if we can create an opportunity for partnership there. As an attorney in Molden Law, I work with entrepreneurs on their brand strategy and their intellectual property. And I would love to talk to you more about that. But one of the things that came to mind, just a tip, I just want, you know, as a resource or in you mentioned communications. And sometimes I just want to make sure I see what entrepreneurs do or think they can outsource the communication. I just want to make sure that you maintain what your messaging is. You say what the message is and you delegate executing that message, not someone else create the messaging for you, but you are the lead in what that messaging is. So I just wanted to say that, and that's one of the things that we work with entrepreneurs through with their brand strategy. Just make sure that it's your message, not someone else creating a message, because it might not align with you when you get up to speak about it and it's not connected.
I appreciate that, yes, thank you so much.
Okay,
I look forward to talking to you after this.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm Dylan, I'm a 3D motion designer, and so I've been involved in various communities throughout my time here, and I'm actually currently part of one called Detroit in West Goldberg, and I think that there's an opportunity here for you to organically raise talent from the community that you're supporting. I think, what kinds of ways are you outreaching / building? Do you have like weekly events or like seminars?
Yes, we do. So we have programs for women. Got it, okay. So we have programs, yes.
Excellent. I hope that you were able to inspire your community and all the people you're bringing together for your mission. It's very important.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Look forward to seeing you later.
Hi, I'm Felicia Glenn of Business Solutions, a virtual administrative company. And what I have for you was, he asked about events, but attending more of the, like we could just go on Eventbrite. There's tons of women empowerment events, and you would probably find people who align with your mission, who will be her on LinkedIn. It's Tammie Jones. She is a nonprofit consultant, and she holds nonprofit trainings. I've been to 2 of them, and there's amazing people that come to speak, and then they offer their services to you as well. So I thought that would be very helpful.
Thank you so much.
All right, I can give you that contact information. We can connect after.
Absolutely, thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, everyone. Appreciate
MMA is Michigan Nonprofit Association. It's Association for Nonprofits. So Sylvia, how did you like the information, and did you find one thing that you can implement right away in 30 seconds?
30 seconds, a lot of things. The first thing I can implement is having a conversation with everyone after this conversation.
Thank you, Sylvia. All right, so we're already short on time, and the thing about the presentation and the support from the community, and I wasn't trying to pick on one person, it's not a dialogue when we come up, it's more so come with your answers or your resources. But if you want a dialogue, it's good to just say, let's meet after and talk about it, that's all. So it wasn't like, it's like we've had new people come, so people don't kind of know that we don't dialogue up here, so sorry about that. But I got good news after that, because we're doing a giveaway. So if everybody will look under their chairs, there are tickets under your chairs for the cafe for tomorrow night, here, 2 free tickets. So 3 lucky people will win prizes. This is like a prize. Woo! You get some tickets. Hey, who else get tickets? Look under your chair. If it's not under your chair, it's 2 more chairs here. somebody not sitting in the chair, then it's in the chair that you're not sitting in. It's 3 chairs have been tapped. Find the tickets, y'all. Find the tickets.
I think it's under Daryl's chair. Not Daryl's chair.
Hey, Sylvia. You didn't put it in your pocket. Come on up here and just work with me. You can say, come on, stand like that. I need you to be here. To be organizer. You said, together, okay. Did we get? Did we find 3 people find the tickets? So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, y'all. So you guys are in. Oh, this doesn't tell you what that's for. So you win 2 tickets to tomorrow's event here at Incubizo at 5:30 in the evening to help you elevate your business and level up. Valerie is going to be moderating. She is our internal expert. We love her. I don't know if she's here right now. And we have 3 speakers that's going to talk about how to take your business to the next level. So your tickets are free. You get 2 free tickets with that, whatever was under your care. So yeah. These are some upcoming workshops with Oakland.
You're fine.
I didn't mean to do that. Okay, these are upcoming workshops with Oakland Thrive from September 16th to the 30th. Fish Tank, I guess that's a pitch contest, exit strategies, digital empowerment in cohorts, and use QuickBooks. We've also got Michigan Works is here. I think that somebody is going to come up and speak a little bit. What's happening? Michigan Works. This is the flyer for Michigan Works, and it announces that that next week there will be a discussion and application process for going pro talent. Okay, so Michigan Works will be here. Scan the QR code if you need information about this and for your business. Okay, on pro talent. And then Level Up is what you won tickets to. So all those lucky people, this is the event tomorrow night at 5:30 in the evening. And there will be dinner provided. It'll be here. And these are our speakers. So there's Level Up. I know, right? And then Incubizo, Melanie Summers is going to be doing a workshop Tuesday, September 16th. If you're interested in web designing, scan the QR code. The workshop will be here Tuesday at 11 a.m., Tuesday, September 16th. And then David is doing a LinkedIn training Thursday, September 18th. This is the QR code, scan that to join. It'll be here at Incubizo. And then I'm doing a workshop here at Incubizo Wednesday, September 24th to teach you how to monetize social media, especially TikTok, how to monetize that and make money. And then also David is doing another workshop at Thai Market on September 29th, Monday. It's all about digital marketing, influencers, in-person networking. There will be food. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. We're on the panel too.
All right, hey. We're missing one. Let me go. All right, come on, Linda.
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm Linda, I'm the executive director of our MHB Chamber. All right, who here is subscribed to our newsletter? Show of hands. Okay. You do not need to be a member to get this newsletter. It goes out every week. Promise you, 30 seconds or less. You can actually test me. Mostly pictures, graphics, not a whole lot of words, right? And you could scroll up and down, and it lists everything that Lisa just told you about. All of those flyers of upcoming events, including the one for tomorrow, it's all listed in there. I even did an awesome calendar. Go back to the calendar. Look at that. Look at the lineup. That's just for September. And October is going to be even crazier, okay? Lots of opportunities to connect and get that value that you guys all want, right? So please get with me. If you're not subscribed, I can manually subscribe you, okay? You do not need to be a member. Of course, we want you to be a member, but you do not need to be a member to get this newsletter. It goes out every week like clockwork. I have not missed one yet, like typically on a Friday morning, okay?
We'll switch. So what did they? Oh, come on. We want to give our presenters a big hand. Because they did an amazing job. And other than the coffee, they're the reasons why we show up here every Wednesday morning. So thank you very much. I'm not stealing your show notes. So you're in the corner. So again, thank you so much. Thanks for coming out. If you're new, we do have a gift for you. So see me before you leave, okay? Great. I felt kind of bad that we didn't have any notebooks. Yes, fish tank.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Drake Pfeiffer, small business consultant with Oakland Drive, and this is going to be a really quick announcement. Some of you may have been aware of one of our events that we had a couple of years ago called Fish Tank. Well, we are relaunching it next Tuesday in New Hudson at Big B's in New Hudson. I think if you can go back to that, Ryan, that would be great. But we're going to be relaunching it on Tuesday. It's going to be morning. It's a compliment to 1 Million Cups. Everybody say West Side. West Side. Like Ice Cube, in my best Ice Cube voice, and I'm not a really good Ice Cube impersonator, but this is the southeast side of Oakland County. We're going to go all the way to the west side of the county for Fish Tank, and we want to do this. Oakland Thrive covers the entire county, and what we want to do is make certain we are cross-pollinating all the areas so we can make certain that this ecosystem is growing. We want to make certain that everyone here is in the know. You're invited to come. Please, we ask you in a low tech. We don't have any PowerPoints there. It's low tech. You come. We ask 1 to 3 people to come in and talk about their businesses, their business ideas, share them. You'll get feedback from an expert who's there. We'll also have a book swap at the end. We'll have a book raffle as well as a book swap. So if you bring a book, you'll be able to swap a book. Don't bring any kind of Harlequin, romance novels. We're talking about, small business related books. We want to upskill. We want everyone to upskill. So please, if you do come and you bring a book, you'll leave with one. And even if you don't bring one, you'll have an opportunity to win one through a raffle. So we're certainly looking forward to seeing some of you guys out there.
I was supposed to say, because Jasmine told me to announce it. We did kick off our cohort here. So I am a former banker of 25 years, and I'm a lender that's done over $100 million in loans. We have a credit readiness cohort to teach you for free how to become bankable. So we had a couple people drop just Monday, so I have 2 spots left. The cohort will be here Mondays and Thursdays from 6 until 8 or 9-ish. This Thursday, we're going to start on bankability to get your business ready. So if you're interested, please come see me, because you do have to fill out an application and send me your tax returns. I am a lender first. So if you want to be in this cohort and understand how to be funded, bankable, or get a grant, come see me. All right. Here you go. Yeah, there's a pitch contest. And you get a grant. Oh yeah, we give out money. We do. We get, okay, yes. I forgot. That to me, as a banker, giving y'all free money ain't important. Making you sustainable so you can be funded and leverage your business ideas so you can keep growing. But yes, we also give out $1,500 to the 2 finalists that win the pitch contest at the end of the 6 weeks. So yes, you do get that.